say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the San Jose State Spartans, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Spartans will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So Texas offense will have the football first. And David, this offense is built around keeping it on the ground and feeding the beast at running back.
Yeah, and he is a grown ace man. That dude, it starts and ends with him. Jesse, how nice is it to have a running back that you can turn, hand the ball to? He's going to get positive chunks. Defenses fear him. That's a really nice place to start on offense.
And it doesn't matter how many guys they have in the box, right? Every single week, defense is key on stopping this guy, and none of them can do it. He is so dynamic, a true game changer for this offense.
Fires to the big fella. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw, it's Manning. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Can't get him to the ground.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next.
Turning it on! They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Longhorns' first season in the SEC was a rousing success and so close to even more with a late loss to Ohio State. Steve Sarkisian and the Horns have the expectations right where they want.
You said expectations. Has there ever been more hype around a quarterback in Arch Manning since, I don't know, Tim Tebow? People are expecting so much out of this young quarterback. If he hits the ceiling, David, this is going to be a really tough team to beat.
And he showed you flashes a year ago when he filled in for Quinn Ewers, and I think those flashes were so great. And then Texas, man, this is a program that's on the rise. The last couple years, making it to the Final Four in the sport, they're ready to take that next step.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Looking for the goal line. They found a way to get in the rug, but he is stopped short, and it'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Looking for the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Texas!
Who needs a field goal when you can get a touchdown? First drive, setting the tone, making a statement. 4th and goal, we are going for it. We are here for all the smoke. Nice job by this offense, capitalizing on the momentum, getting a touchdown to start this football game.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They took it 71 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the San Jose State Spartans offense will get the ball for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays on it.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
The quick out. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Just keep slinging it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Spartans line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. They'll try to sneak it. Sneaks it into the end zone.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Finds his big tight end.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the ground, he's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. To the air, it's McDaniel. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Needed to get to the 45 for the first down. Stopped a little bit short. You'd think this is the go area on fourth down. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Hauls it in, looking for space. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. The give to the back. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Offense with jumbo personnel. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Wingo. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the first down. Here's the pressure. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Longhorns are rolling down the field. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Manning. Got him downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip up.
Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green.
Touchdown, Longhorns! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Finds his man, it's Coleman. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. To the air, it's McDaniel. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Spartans will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. He's got it. There he goes. Oh, and what a move. What a juke. And he makes it past the marker. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The run from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the back. He's in open space downfield. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. To throw, it's Manning. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have...
Give him 6. Touchdown, Texas!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Dropping back, it's McDaniel. Here comes the heat. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your 2nd guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go 4 wide, 3 to the left on 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's McDaniel. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. Got his man downfield. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The sure hands, it's Riley. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Spartans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
3rd down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. To the air. It's McDaniel. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. They go to the ground. Crosses the 35. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking to buy time and some room to work.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Gives it on the option. The Longhorns will have a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get us.
Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Longhorns need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Longhorns! The offense cashing it in on that drive. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to the ground game on the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw. It's McDaniel. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. The Spartans are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. one more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught behind the line, it's Baxter. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll send the back in motion. Finding open areas. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Quickly complete. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game, you want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Texas! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And you got to be so disciplined when you play the option. You got to keep your eyes on your guy. They lost track of the pitch, man. Quarterback pitches it to him. He takes it in the house. Got to be a little bit more sound on defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's McDaniel. That's caught. It's Coleman.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They'll run the sneak for it. Sometimes you might be tempted to get a little tricky there. Got a quarterback, he can fall forward, he can move the chains. Just do that.
Reese, I agree, because if I can't get short yardage situations with a quarterback sneak, I don't deserve to win anyways. So I better be able to toughen up, get a little bit of push, and get the yardage.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's pass, and they get to him again.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Grab behind the line. It's Wingo. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Quick completion on the out. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Beck's going for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's McDaniel. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He's got it on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Still on his feet. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. And the Spartans, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run play action. They're working that left side. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Get it out on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He'll try to do it himself. On the move at the 30. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just breaks
into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all.
He's trying to get it in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's McDaniel. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. And they're not on the same page there.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
They punt it away on fourth down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Illegal block of the back. Return team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They think there's room to run to the right here. There he goes. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll try the run. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Second down coming up. And they take a knee on fourth down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.